We abandoned the trench area. It was too overgrown. It's the wrong season actually to go there. So we're gonna head further down towards the railroad. Shrapnel, definitely here. My daughter found this on the top of the trench. Soviet guy digging his trench. It's still here. Absolutely like it was when he dropped it to maybe defend himself. Look at that. That piece there is a couple of kilos. Got the threads. Massive artillery piece. Soviet, maybe. Wow, that's a massive piece. We came from up there. You can see the running trench going here, passing that tree. There's a running trench going further down there, a second trench. This one goes over here, it continues down here, just goes on and on and on through this wilderness here. There's an access trench coming down from the bottom there, up here into the trench system. Just on the top, I found this one. It's a, I think it's a single flare with a red back end. Still got the date, 1944. I'll take a picture of that. And Sovietish rifle munition, equivalent of the Germans' K98. Well, we decided we're not gonna touch it, but there you go. That is a live head from one of the Soviet rocket launcher just laying here. We were coming in from the top there, going down to the lookout position from the SS on the top of the railway area. This is what meets us. This one has to be flagged. Terrible thing to be in the forest like that. Insane. Another one, Soviet mortar. Can't see the date there, but it's probably around the 44s. They had a massive pileup of arms, and then they launched everything onto the Germans. Trenches starting here, up here, put some stuff in there, going up here. The railroad was just over that hill, and this was a high vantage point to be strategically placed to take care of the railroad environment. And up there on the top, that's a very special small lookout. It was first held by a small group of SS. They were chased out of there. They regrouped, came back next day, took the same position back, and then the Russian took it again. And all of the members of that small group were killed. And it's a sad sort of thing, but that's war. But they fought very heroic against so many thousands more of the Soviets. But you know, the end of the war was, as everybody knows, Zhukov got to Berlin, and that's it. I'm hoping to find things from both the Soviets and the German here, and you can actually find things in the same foxhole from both sides. Absolutely on the top, huge shrapnel. See the band around there. Brass band still there. Just imagine the havoc to be here. Soviets didn't get the German guys out of here, so they probably took out some mortars and just hammered the place. Holy. This is it. This is the top vantage point. without the vegetation. You can see right down on the railroad tracks there. You can see it's just a very, very small position with some trenches and a big dugout on the top. But if memory serves me right, 28 SS soldiers hold this place against almost 400 Soviets for almost 2 full days. And I read some reports written by the Soviet army about the losses to just capture this small hill. You can imagine, I think it was 190 Soviet troops died to get this little small spot here. About 100 meters down the railroad. What a waste of lives. But it's a heroic sort of place, and doesn't matter for me if it's a Soviet place or a German place. It's a bit special to think that 28 guys kept it going for 2 days against almost 400 Sovietish soldiers. Soviet piece of munition, 44. You see the red again. And tragic thing was that in the report of the Soviets, of the 28 men here, they could only piece together 5 persons. The rest was just shattered all over the place. Very, very sad story. Something here on the top, can't quite make out what it is. Is it a... yeah, look at that. There you are. That's an egg hand grenade from the Germans. Yes, I found it. I found it. That's the only reason why I want to go to this spot. I wanted to find one simple thing from the German activity, and there it is. That's a German egg hand grenade without the top. I have to be very gently with it. I don't want to mess with it. But that is the main reason for coming here for me. I wanted to find one thing from this spot, from the Germans. There's so many hundred things from the Soviets, but this is from the German troops fighting for their lives in this position here. Could that be a Soviet type of digging tool or a German? I don't know. It was definitely used by some of the troops here. Desperately digging down, praying to God that I didn't get hit by the mortar or artillery, machine gun fire or rifle fired at them. So right here next to that tree, just gonna be very, very careful. Soviet hand grenade used by the troops attacking this position and then afterwards defending it. It's gonna be buried for sure. That's the small hill. Doesn't look too dramatic or special, but it was a vantage point. You can see out in almost 360 degrees on this hill, and you overlooked a railroad crossing which was very important. So that's why both sides were so eager to get that point. This is the view the German soldier or SS would have had down here. The Soviets would come from here and they would attack actually from 3 flanks. Down here we have a piece that probably was used by one of the German soldiers here. Look at that. That is a red signal flare from the Wehrmacht, and that is definitely a piece of the history here. Maybe red was for danger, and this is what they had in their pocket as a last resort, maybe to get help, I don't know, but there was no one to help them. They were absolutely alone. surrounded by the Soviets, and there's actually no way out. This is a top piece of one of the German hand grenades, so still things to find. Wow, 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 just have to say, holy Madonna, we did find the SS lookout point, really looking out for it, and we found it. First I just want to say a huge thank you to my daughter, who are being so helpful, and I never would have done this without her. This is amazing to do with Johan's family, and I really appreciate you doing this. And to all of you, rest of you, hope you enjoyed this. This is our way of letting you be a part of history, seeing the same things as we do, and I hope you learned something from it. We'll be back later in a new adventure, so until then, keep safe. Definitely worth looking into some of my other videos, and if you leave a subscription, a like, or a thumbs up or down, I really appreciate that. So until next time, have a nice day, see you later, bye bye.